Hidden cancer cures? Here are 5. It is often stated that the cure for cancer has been developed and is being hidden. The entire crux of the book, Cancer Self-Defense 101, Quick Tips to Help You Survive, is that the standard of care is flawed and that survival outcomes could be much improved by incorporating integrative therapies into cancer treatments. That said, we do not know of any one therapeutic that is a surefire cure for cancer that is being hidden. However, there are several promising therapies that, for one reason or another, have stalled out during the clinical development process, despite promising even remarkably promising results. In this video, we discuss 5 of them. As always, these ideas are discussed in more depth in the book Cancer Self-Defense 101, Quick Tips to Help You Survive. All citations for studies quoted in this video can be found in the book's bibliography at cancerselfdefense101.com. This video is intended as information, not medical advice. It is not intended to treat, diagnose, or cure any disease. Any medical advice should come from an appropriately credentialed medical professional familiar with your unique circumstances. 3-bromopyruvate, 3BP, 3-bromopyruvate, 3BP, is a glucose mimetic, meaning that cancer recognizes it as glucose. Since glucose is the main fuel of cancer, it is absorbed preferentially by cancer cells, but 3BP doesn't behave the same way as glucose in cancer. So when a cancer cell tries to use it, it leads to cell death. There are encouraging human case reports, including people who were rescued from the brink of death, and encouraging animal and cell line studies. A small company called Co-Discovery is developing 3BP. After languishing without an FDA-approved clinical trial for over 10 years, Co-Discovery was finally granted approval for a clinical trial for 3BP in November 2022. In the best-case scenario, it will be many more years before 3BP is given FDA approval, if at all. Methionine, described in its own video, is an enzyme that reduces the amount of methionine in the body. As detailed previously, the amino acid methionine is necessary for cancer's survival. Yet depleting it does not harm healthy cells, as healthy tissues can synthesize methionine from other amino acids. Cancer cannot. Methionine has already shown promise in 4 clinical trials and multiple case reports by stabilizing prostate cancer that was advancing with no negative side effects. Methionine has been in development for over 40 years, and like 3BP, is being developed by a small company called Anticancer, Inc. 2-deoxy-D-glucose, 2-deoxy-D-glucose, 2-DG, is another glucose mimetic. It is exceedingly safe, as it is administered to everyone who receives a CT scan. 2-DG bonds with the dye to make tumors visible on the scan. Low-dose, metronomic 2-DG as a monotherapy is already showing efficacy in human trials with minimal side effects. Aside from its efficacy as a monotherapy, there is also a strong possibility that 2-DG could bond with other cancer medication to make its delivery more effective as it does in a CT. It already proved synergistic with radiation therapy with positive results in a human cancer trial. It has been combined in preclinical trials with dozens of cancer therapies with uniformly positive results. Because 2-DG is out of patent, no one has a financial incentive to take it through Phase 3 clinical trials. The Lampedusa Cancer Foundation is attempting to get approval for 2-DG in more clinical trials. Perolyl alcohol, POH, perolyl alcohol, POH, is a naturally occurring monoterpene found in many citrus fruits. Its precursor, d-limonene, is sold as a dietary supplement and is one of the most common monoterpenes in nature. POH showed an incredible ability to kill cancer cell lines, but caused significant toxicity when administered to humans orally. This changed when scientists administered POH via nebulizer. The results were incredible. A Phase 2 trial in 198 people with recurrent primary brain tumors, 154 of whom had glioblastoma, showed a survival benefit for nebulized POH with no toxicities. After 4 years of treatment with POH as a monotherapy, 19% of patients remained alive. The normal expected survival of these people with standard of care therapies would be about 6 months. POH's efficacy against brain tumors has been supported by several other clinical trials. There is no pharmaceutical company pursuing the clinical development of POH, as it is probably legally regulated as a dietary supplement, although there are no dietary supplement companies selling it either. Newcastle virus, NCV. Newcastle virus, NCV, can be deadly in birds, but is largely asymptomatic in humans. NCV is an RNA virus, a subject currently of much interest and promise in cancer research. NCV was first tested in humans in 1964 in Eastern Europe after reports arose of farmers having complete remissions of cancer after being infected with NCV. NCV has been tested in over 20 human trials and consistently demonstrates a survival advantage. For instance, one Phase 2 trial examined the use of an NCV vaccine in 32 stage 3 melanoma patients, 5 of whom had been previously treated with other therapies. The vaccine was administered subcutaneously into fat once a week. 5 years after surgery, 72% of the patients were still alive. Historical controls at the time demonstrated a 17% survival. Another Phase 2 trial in stage 3 melanoma patients shortly after used a slightly different method to prepare the vaccine and achieved a 63% 5-year survival rate. Despite these remarkable survival advantages, there are no companies, to our knowledge, attempting to bring any kind of therapeutic based on NCV to market. As a natural product, it cannot be patented. For more information, please see Cancer Self-Defense 101. Quick tips to help you survive.